And I'm curious though, you mentioned you did a few startups. What are some of those startups you tried to do? You got to share a few
Right.
of them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So the first one that comes to mind is car detailing, right? My mindset was so small around what I was capable of doing physically and personally. That's all I reverted to. So car detailing was something I grew up doing with my father. I understood how I love taking care of my car. Hey, I like washing my car. Let me go wash others. And that didn't pan out. There's a lot more to it. And second one was yard work, landscaping. I come from a background of farmers. Yard work was part of my chores as a child. That didn't work. I tried to go into sales around car accessories. That was looking good until I realized I can't keep up when China produces a low, cheaper product and just undercuts me and I'm out. So those were like the three big ones that I put a lot of time and energy into that just failed very quickly.
You know, what I think is interesting there is that you said it was part of your mindset, right? The concept that these businesses were achievable for you in your mind for you to give them a try, but real estate was something that was elusive. Was it
Yes.
because that it was just the lack of knowing anything about it? What was your apprehension that might have been there?
Yeah. So when we revisit this, me and my wife and share this story, or we went into deeper conversation. And the thing that I found was more of a resentment that it wasn't my idea, that it was hers. I didn't think of it. And that whole pride aspect that I shared where I'm the man of the household, I should be taking charge. I it was very challenging because it did put a strain on our relationship when I wouldn't support that. When I went off into doing these things, these are my ideas. That's why I wanted to do. It's all about me. And I failed to acknowledge the support system I had in place. My wife wanted me out of my job. She wanted to support me. And I didn't acknowledge that. So initially, that's where my mind shifted. It was about her being wrong and me being right. Once I got over that, we became an unstoppable team.
So you both working together in this?
Yes, we have our unique roles that we play, and we're like yin and yang, is what people call it. We're polar opposites, but we're great at what we do.
And what did she handle versus what do you handle?
So I'm more of the front end acquisitions and speaking and networking. That's my forte. I love to socialize. I like to conversate. I like to talk with people and create opportunities around visions. My wife is more of a stabilizer or analytical person in the background. So she's behind the scenes. You rarely see her out and about. She does all the bookkeeping. She does all the taxes, the business side of things. She handles that area, the area that is not too exciting for me to take care of.
And that's what I think that's especially interesting because I typically have found that she would be the one that would have taken a lot longer to convince regarding this. Somebody who's more analytical and taking their time into getting into a new venture like real estate investing.
Yeah, she got into it real quick. I like to credit a lot of her reading early on. She was always reading Rich Dad and other real estate investing. She just had this interest in real estate from before we even got married. And it was something that she just looked at, listened to podcasts on and audibles and just fed herself with it. So she had a head start and she was primed and ready.